Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hey there, Kay Graham. How are you? How are you doing? Hey, Orlando. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Christian Pastor. Thank you. Kasaya. Hopefully, I don't mess it up. Hey there. Hey, Jaslyn, Pat, Ellie, Jules, Ramal. Finally seen the light. Kay, Norma, Michelle, Pat. I know. Prayers for the Kobe family. You guys keep them in prayer, okay? Doreen. Hey, Sapphire. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Trace. Hey, Arlene. Hi, my little angel. Hi, Jill. Exquisite Gem. Stevie Bananas. Hey, sir. Oh, thank you. Hey, Monique. Angie. Maja. How are you? Hey, Miss Robbie. Hey, Carmen Henderson. Feels funny to say my own name. Like when someone else, you and another person have your name, it feels funny to say your name. Hey, Deborah, Darlene, the FFG or the tribe. I'm not sure what FFG is, but here go the tribe. Hey, Brittany. Thank you. Hey, is that Woo? Hey, Woo Ladybug. New follower, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Let me look. Hey, Lori. Hey there. Well, thank you. Hey, Tracy. You tuning in? Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Dane. How are you, Dane Shaney? Tony, Miami, Florida. All right. Hey, Nina. How's Mr. Charles? I just had a talk with Mr. Charles. Aloha to you too. I just had a talk to Mr. Charles. He's now squeaking really loud. So I think I have a friend indeed. I feel like Dr. Doolittle. Hey, SH. Fun to run. Tanya, Erica. Oh, thank you. Hey, Mary, how are you? Hey, Tanya. Oh, thank you. Caught me live. Well, hey, Pink Lights. Well, welcome to the live. Thank you so much, Miss Victoria. Oh, yeah, it's a little early because we got done doing what we had to do early. Hey, Ruby, Irene, hey there. And so I came in, but I'm not going to be on long because I got mommy duties. And so I'm actually sitting here talking to you guys. I broke my stand, so I can't sit in my normal place. So I actually am sitting in the kitchen and I'm cooking. I'm cooking at the same time. So I got some mommy duties. So I'm not going to be on very long, okay? You're Dr. Do Lots. Thank you. My three loves, hello. Hey, Cindy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Arizona, Free Liberty, Arkansas. Okay. So it's 9 o'clock your time. So you're East Coast. Okay. Well, thank you, Miss Dolly. I'm ready. Hold on. Let me turn it back around. Hold on. Make sure the phones don't fall. Hold on. I'm balancing them on here. Give me a second. Let me get them right. Hey, Miss Tracy from Texas. All right. Canada. You like my new eyewear? I can see. I had to yeah, I know. Sad news about Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter. So oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Jules. Tanitra. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. Is this Miss Dolly? Miss Dolly? Ah, okay. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am. It's one of our matriarchs. Hey, Mabel, London. Okay, 2 a.m. Okay. Hey, C from Syracuse, New York. All right. Val Mundy, Detroit in the house. All right. Those frames are well. Oh, thank you. that's my Miss Dolly. Let's see, Darlene. Let's see who I miss. Ruby, Nicole, miss you, Robbie. You missed out on so many jokes. We got to get you caught up. Arkansas. All right. Tina. Oh, thank you. Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Shut up. I used to live in Biloxi. Biloxi, Gulfport. You know how that thin line is. I still got my son. I think my son is there. Jimmy from Seattle. All right. Well, you right here in my area. Oh, fun to run. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. Hey, Lizette. Kimberly from Iowa. New York. All right, Lisa. See who got over here. Liz from St. Louis. All right. Hey, DK. Oh, I'm nobody's savior. I'm a survivor, just like many of you guys are. I'm honored. Thank you so much. But I am nobody's savior. But I appreciate you thinking of me like that. But I'm a survivor, just like some of you guys are. Oh, missed you too. Hey, Philadelphia. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Iowa, Chicago. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate it. Hold on. I'm getting to the questions, Ellie. Hold on. I'm going to answer yours first, okay? Thank you. You signed up for BetterHelp? Go ahead, Desiree. Louisiana in the house. Australia. Thank you, Miss Wu. Hotlanta. All right. My grandbaby's in Hotlanta. I know. So I apologize. I haven't been on a lot this week because there's some changes going on in my office. And so sometimes I have to make a choice. You know, I love you guys and I miss you guys. And sometimes I want to get on camera, but sometimes, you know, it's good to balance. And NOLA, okay, New Orleans. But sometimes you have to make sure that you balance. And so if I focus a lot on the video, sometimes my work slacks. And so what I have to do is I have to balance it out. And this week I kind of had to, hey, first time, Kim Murphy, okay. But sometimes I have to balance it out. And this week was a push week for me because I had a lot of paperwork to do and catching up. And so a lot of times, because do know that when people make videos, you know, I don't try to come on and just give you guys garbage. A lot of times I have to, you know, when I come in the office, I sit down and I research what I'm going to talk about. I think about, like what I'm going to talk about, the questions that you ask. I try to put the scenarios together. So a lot of times coming on camera, it takes a lot of preparation to come on camera to talk about topics like this, because I don't like, because you guys are very intelligent people. You've been through enough. You don't have time for people to lie. You don't have people just to throw out. I watch some videos and sometimes people just throw out stuff. And it's almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? When they insult your intelligence, it's like, you're giving, you know, some people have been deeply wounded and deeply hurt. And so I hate when people are like very superficial and just throw out information as if you guys are not intelligent. And so it takes a lot of preparation a lot of times to come on camera, because I like to research and I like to go deep when I talk about stuff like this. And so because I have a lot to do in the office, sometimes I just can't come on like I want to. And usually if I don't come on, you know, like I normally do Tuesday through Friday, do know that I have not forgotten about you guys, because I know some of you guys inbox me. But I haven't forgotten. I haven't gone anywhere. You know, I usually respond back if I have an opportunity to. And then I try to put in a video just to let you guys know I'm still here. It's just sometimes, you know, because I'm running a private practice, sometimes I have to focus on business. And so this week was a push week for me, and I was trying to catch up. And actually Monday's my off days. And so, I'm gonna work from home on my computer that my beautiful angel gave me, and blessed me with. And I'm going to do some work to catch up before I go to work on Tuesday. So hopefully there's time in there so I can come in and put a video and get more consistent throughout the week. But I haven't forgotten you guys, and trust you me, I haven't gone anywhere. So, and I appreciate you, and I know I don't owe you guys an explanation. I'm going to do me, but I think it's only fair because many of you have been following me for a year. So, you know, my character, you know, my consistency. I just think it's fair for me to be accountable to you. So, you know, that I'm not going anywhere. I think it's only fair, and when a person cares like that, a lot of times, and this is for a lot of you that are starting channels, be consistent with what you do, because you're dealing with broken hearts. You're dealing with people that are hurting. You're dealing with people that are finally getting information and they're healing from this. And so if you guys are doing this, be consistent. And if you can't come on like you normally want to come on, just give the people an explanation. Just let them know, that you're busy, or when you do come on, let them know that you haven't forgotten them, or do a video just to let them know you haven't forgotten. So I try to make sure that I try to be thoughtful, and I try to be mindful, because a lot of you have supported me for almost a year and a half. This year be at the end of the year be 2 years, and so you guys have supported me, and you guys are, my tribe, and I feel like we're family. Even though we know that everybody is not a survivor, we know that, and everybody doesn't have anything positive to say. Some people are stalkers. Some people are narcissists, but I always make sure that you guys are taken care of. I think about you. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. I make sure that you guys, I stay accountable to you guys, because we're family, and that's what family does. You see what I mean? Pat says, what am I cooking for dinner? Oh, you nosy? Okay, so, well, they gotta, hold on, let me take the first one out. I'm glad you said something, because I almost burned it. So, see, I'm cooking. I'm glad you said something, because I had to check. So I'm doing some Brussels sprouts in, let me think. Some Brussels sprouts in with garlic and what is it called? Hold on. So it's Brussels sprouts marinated in balsamic vinaigrette with garlic. I'm doing some baked chicken for my daughter. I'm cooking myself a steak, and she wanted some French fries, and I'm making a salad. There you go. I could cook a little bit. I could cook a little bit. So you guys ready? You guys ready? Hey, Miss Julie. Okay, let me go back. I promised to answer this one question first. So let me go back and answer this first question, okay? Oh, you got another computer too, Miss Arlene? That's what I'm talking about. Now I just have to work on a laptop because of the fact that I move a lot. So, I move around a lot. Okay, hold on. Fabrication, I'm glad you caught me live. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so hold on, let me find the original question, okay? Let me go back because I promised. Hey, no mud, no Lotus, the victim mentality video. Yeah, a lot of times, just to be straightforward, it was a hard video, but a lot of us that were coming out have the residue, and we don't realize this is how we're thinking, because no one has ever really brought it to our attention. And so we don't realize this is how we're operating, this is how we're thinking, Okay, where was my question? Miss Ellie, where's your question? Let me find you. Hold on. Miss L, okay. Do they feel sad when they aren't in your presence, like in a long distance relationship? No, they don't, because they have other sources of supply or other things to preoccupy them. And a lot of times they, hey, Telsha, I didn't know you were here yet. Hold on a minute. Let's go ahead and get rid of some folks. They're already starting. All right. Miss Telsha, and you guys, work with me. Give me 30 minutes, okay? Give me 30 minutes because I need to finish cooking. So at least I'm being honest, right? I got to finish cooking, then I'm going to do some mommy time, okay? Because I'm home a little early, so I'm going to do some mommy time. So give me 30 minutes, okay? But no, do they feel sad when they're gone? No, not the way that you think that they feel sad, no. And 9 times out of 10, and now if you're dealing with a somatic narcissist, 9 times out of 10, they're already scoping out new supply all the time. Pat said, honey, the narc rarely feels sad for their victims. They feel sad for themselves. Bingo. There you go. Penny said, which video is it, please? Who's that? Julie said you want to come over? It's funny because I never have visitors. I never have visitors. I like my personal space. I like my personal private space. You guys remember when, when you get your personal private space, you honor that. Okay. You're so welcome, Miss Ellie. Am I saying it right, Ellie? But when you get your personal space, hold on just a minute, Desiree, I see you. But when you get your personal space, sometimes, regardless whether you love people or not, and you close to people, sometimes that is your personal sanctuary, your personal space, your safe haven, and, don't be so quick to open it up and share it with people. That is your personal place. And don't let people come in your bedroom, because that's a very private place. People shouldn't be coming in your bedroom, sitting on your bed and talking to you. Keep your bedroom private, if you have people over. I don't care if they are your BFF or not. Ms. Desiree said, can you talk about study your enemy again? Okay. Now, I've got like a quadrillion videos. And so sometimes I have to go back to see what I was talking about too. And sometimes I don't recall the topic and I have to go back and listen to myself to see what you guys are talking about. It was in the moment. But studying your enemy, I mean, they study you, you study them. And I'm not sure how to answer that question because I'm not really sure what you're asking. But if you can, let me know exactly what you're asking, then I can answer that question because that's kind of a broad topic. Yeah, nothing like your dwelling place. That's right. They have supply lined up like the runway at LAX. That's a good example. I don't invite people to my home anymore. Lined. Yep. I'm curious if they get worse in prison or if it has an effect on them. Sometimes they get worse in prison because they don't have access to supply. Unless sometimes when they're in prison, to meet their supply, they hoover people in the prison. And so when they say, a lot of times, some of them are bisexual or become bisexual at that time. So think about it. Whatever it's a supply is opportunity. So some people say, well, he's heterosexual, she's heterosexual. Well, supply is opportunity. Don't ever underestimate them. If they need supply bad enough, they'll do it. Can narcs make honest? Pat, why are you hollering at me? Can narcs make honest reconciliation, or is it always a hoover? They don't make honest reconciliation. They're not reconciling. They're hoovering you to get you back in place. That's all. How do you deal with a narc in the court system? I did a video on that. Go check out. I did some videos. Scroll through my videos. I did some videos on that. They can even, that's right, they manipulate prison guards. Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Ruby. Oh, you were saying you love your personal space. I thought you said you love my personal space. I was like, well, thank you. I don't know how she know my personal space, but all right. Okay, I got you. Let's see. What do you do with the hurt and pain? You have to make a decision. Well, first of all, you need to get counseling. Get you a good counselor. Get you a good I have one on abusive litigation too. But I highly recommend, when you're dealing with all this pain, the brain receptors receive physical pain and emotional pain the same. And you have to know that, that's what therapists are there for. You're going through a grief and loss process as well. And when you're going through a grief and loss process, if you're sick or you have a broken bone, you go to the ER to have that bone set. When you're emotionally damaged or emotionally wounded, you go to a mental health counselor. You go to a mental health counselor, or some of you guys have those that are in religious institutions that you go to that you trust, but you have to get counseling to deal with the emotional pain, the grief and loss. That's what you have to deal with. Once you start dealing with that in counseling, you're also, that's, I always highly, highly recommend that. I highly, highly recommend that. And so when I highly, highly recommend that, that's my very first answer. My go-to answer is go to a counselor that can help you with grief and loss. Go to a counselor that can help you with the pain that you're enduring. And it is a process. I did. It's a process. It is a process. I did. I hooked them up. Some people just want your attention. Counseling works. Don't be ashamed to get the grief and loss counseling you need. Save my life counseling. Thank you, D. Thank you so much. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. And moving on, it's right. Our narcissist hackers, not all of them are technically inclined, but they can be. I highly suggest if you need some additional counseling that BetterHelp.com has been pivotal in my healing. They work with your money, your time, and how you like to communicate with them. Thank you, Susanna. Thank you so much. And if you guys go, there is a sponsored link that I have, and it is BetterHelp.com/Dr. Carmen. They'll give you a 10% discount for clicking on mine. And then I set mine up specifically for those that are looking for assistance that have been through narcissist abuse. And they will connect you with counselors that in that area, but you can vet the counselors by asking them, don't ask them, do you know about narcissist abuse? Ask them if they understand PTSD. Do they understand domestic violence? Do they understand the severity of emotional or physical abuse and the aftermath? Then you may ask them, do you understand the term narcissist abuse? Do you understand what that means? So you have the right to vet them as well. Better anyone but me. I'm thankful for the new supply. Right? Master coping skills. Yep. Does the process reset every time you engage with the narc? Yep. All that time you're moving forward, when you get with them, they're worse. And then think about it. If you escape the narcissist, the next time you get back with them, every avenue that you use to escape them, they now have thought ahead to keep you from being able to escape that way again. So if you put money aside, now they want to make sure they put money together. If you had a vehicle, they'll make sure that you don't have a vehicle or something happens. Thank you so much, Miss Telsha. Yeah. It's shampoo, rinse, repeat. There you go. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. And but every time you go back, whatever way that you learn to escape them is whatever way that they will try to overthink you to keep you from leaving that way again. And then the love bombing is wonderful because a lot of times they do things that they haven't done before to get you to come back, and they'll work very hard, but you're going to pay for that very hard that they use to get you back in. Darlene said, I know you don't feel it right now, but thank God for this hedge of protection over your life. Go find something to do. The public library has free online classes. It will begin to take your mind off the pain. It won't be instant, but it's just the beginning to coming out of the fog. Excellently said. Excellently said. Excellent advice. Why? My next kept telling me she loved me, then got upset that I didn't say it back, still after 7 months now. I mean, because that's a feeling of rejection to them. They don't like the feeling of rejection. They can implement it, but they can't take it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on a minute. Gotta take the next thing out. I should do a cooking show, huh? And I'm not even a chef. All right, I'm back. Yes, the love bombing with the Hoover is extreme and so fake. Absolutely. And then remember the future faking. They future fake. Future fake basically means they're lying to you about narc-free cooking. That's a good one. You smell the garlic and herbs? Me too. I would eat while I'm on camera, but that would be so ghetto, right? But the love bombing in the Hoover is extreme and so fake. That's the same thing like with the future faking. And I did a video on the future faking. The future faking, do you have to take out the Popeyes? Do you have to take out the Popeyes? I'm not sure what that means. But the future faking is basically lying to you about the future. They're gonna draw out if they know you. And so because of the fact that they know you and I should do a mukbang, huh? That'd be ugly. Especially with all my sisters, we can do some mukbangs and we can put away some food. But I'm trying to lose weight this year. But I'm sorry, the future faking, a carrot on a stick, absolutely. And they will lie to you in order to pull you in. So they'll tell you everything that they never said to you. They'll say everything that you probably haven't heard. And then every time they love bomb you and future fake is always something new. That's what calls you. That's what pulls you back in. And anytime they pull you back in like that, there's always something new. It's always something new. You know what I mean? It's like I've never heard that before, and he or she has never said that before, and I think they've changed. That's how they get you in every time because they say something new. You're like, I think this time they changed, and they reel you back in. This time they've changed because this time they've never done this. This time they've never said this before. They've never acted like this. They've never, they had an anger problem. I mean, they are working. They're in counseling. No, it's always the same thing. Hey, Miss Tiara. Hey, Miss Tiara. Hold on, let me tap this so I can see what you're saying. Miss Tiara Carpenter, who is over here on Facebook, is the beautiful young lady that is hosting the event in North Carolina. And I will be joining her, and I need to call you. Please forgive me, I'm off tomorrow. I'm calling you tomorrow, Miss Tiara. She's also making arrangements. She likes for you guys to come and support her. And I will be traveling with her when she goes to different places. One of the few things that are on the agenda is Detroit. You said Detroit, Houston, Texas, North Carolina, and somewhere else you said. But this Miss Tiara is the young lady that is putting on these events. Make sure you go to the flyers to look at her website and what she's doing and how she's helping the community. Help this young lady. She's a young lady who's trying to help the community, especially young people. This is somebody you want on your team to help, because she intervenes and helps and mentors young people. And a lot of your young people are hurt and broken. And you have to support, you got to support her. Support her. Hold on. She said, so Houston, Los Angeles, Detroit, and North Carolina. And so these are the places that she's planning on bringing her program, and I will be joining her when she goes. And so I will be under her leadership when I go. And so you guys make sure that you get on her website and email her, ask her questions. A lot of times you're asking me, where am I going? Ask her. You guys go ask her, and wherever she requests me to come, that's where I will go, wherever she goes. And so you guys support her, because in order to, you have to think about it, when a person is calling in a speaker, realistically, let's be business. For all of you guys that are wanting to go into coaching and you want to do this and be on, anytime, there's a budget, because they have to send for the speaker, they have to put the speaker up, and got to pay for the speaking engagement, and then got to pay for the beautiful place that you're at, that they're hosting it at. And so you make sure you support these events, and she's able to do more. And so that will open up more doors for her to go to other cities, because when she goes to other cities, I can come with her to those cities. Okay. So you guys make sure you go to her website, check it out. Miss Tiara, if you can put your website here, since we're on live, put your website link on here so they can go check out your website. And her name is Miss Tiara Carpenter. It is Tiara Carpenter. Her name is spelled Tiera Carpenter, Carpenter. And you guys make sure, you guys, wherever you guys want me to come, let her know, because she's gonna sponsor it, and you guys have to, you got to you got to pay into it. You got to make sure, in order for her to travel with her company, and bring speakers in, you got to help them, because there's a budget. You got to pay for the people to come in. This is their jobs. So those of you that are wanting to do it, you find someone that you connect with. So if you put your link on here, please, you go, and I'll put it over here. I'll let Telsha know what it is, and then Telsha will put don't forget Helen Sadler, Destiny Helpers. Make sure you check out my mentor on YouTube. It is Helen Sadler, and it's Destiny Helper. And those of you, a lot of you follow her on Facebook and on Periscope as well. She is the presiding prelay of Into His Chambers Global Ministries. That means presiding prelay, and I'm not trying to make you guys look, ignorant things. Sometimes people don't know what that means, but presiding prelay means she's the senior leader, senior pastor of the church. And she is Apostle Helen Sadler. You can find her on, yes, it's Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and you can find her on Facebook and YouTube under Apostle Helen or Into His Chambers Ministries. And you can follow her for services so that you can, honey, I'll let her know. And I know she's very appreciative. Ms. Honey said, Apostle is God sent. Powerful lady, and she brings you information about narcissist abuse from a biblical and spiritual perspective. Is this the end? Not yet. Not until Telsha tell me to get off. When Telsha tell me to get off, then it's the end. But let's see. So let me get to the questions again. Let me go back. Hey, Jamie. How far will a female covert narc go to get supply? Will they sleep with a teenage transgender? Janice, they'll do anything. They'll do anything. If they're desperate for supply, there is no boundaries. There are no boundaries with them. There is no boundaries with them at all. You boss tonight, Telsha. But they don't, Janice, the sad part about a narcissist is if they're desperate for supply, they don't care about color lines. They don't care about gender lines. They don't care about that. Okay, 15 minutes, but they don't care about that. Wherever they can get supply, they're going to get it at every opportunity. And check this out. A narcissist can be heterosexual. They can be heterosexual. If the supply, if they are drained, it's like a drug. If they're drained of supply and they're craving and they're having cravings, they'll do anything. They'll cross that sexuality line to get supply. But then what they do is if they cross that gender line and say female to female or male to male, they'll gaslight them and they'll make them look crazy. And then they're smearing in public. They're smearing them around people like this person is literally crazy. You know that I'm not like this, and I can't believe, this is how, and then what, they're so convincing that most people believe them. Am I correct? Most people believe them. You believe them. We believed them. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ms. Wu Ladybug said, it seems hard right now. God knows what is best. I know it may not make sense right now, but when you have those thoughts, you just ask God for help. And and I'll say this too, Ms. Wu Ladybug. I know that a lot of people that are on here are not believers. So I know, we have totally a lot of people have different religious beliefs. We have different even traditions, cultures. In some cultures, to for the woman to be subservient to a man is very normal. That's a part of the culture. And so I know everybody is not a Christian, are not believers. Hey, Miss Chat, everybody is not a Christian or a believer. We have Muslims, we have Buddhists, we have those that are into paganism, but we all have similar experiences. Most of our experiences vary the same. And so what you have to do is, whatever your belief system is, you're going to have to believe, or you're going to have to, you take the principles out of what's being said, and then you depend on your belief system. You pull on your belief system. You know what I mean? And so some people meditate. I pray, believers, we pray. Different people chant, and whatever it is that you do, whatever is going to help you. You see what I mean? Candace says she's a Christian. So then you are a prayer, you pray. That's what we do. We pray. For those that don't, you chant, you meditate, whatever it is that you do. I believe in the whole person concept. The body, the soul, which is your mind, your emotions, your will, your thoughts. That you take care of that. You take care of your spirituality. That completes the whole person, and that's what you have to. However, whatever your belief is, to your healing process. Whatever it is. Believers use scriptures to meditate on. A lot of you use encouraging meditative. Whatever you can find to meditate on, and it's repetitive. That's what you do. Okay, I was checking on my food and it keep fogging up my glasses. See, okay, I had to check on my food. Let's see. Sorry. Sometimes I can't see the whole question. So is it Sarai? And so Sarai said, I am Muslim, so I pray and beseech. See, there you go. Does it help you calm down? Fog glasses, I know, right? Let's see. I'm willing to go through this process of healing because this was so painful. When you go through something like that, if you keep going through the same thing over and over again, and what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And so if you keep seeking people, if you keep finding the same people, you got to go back and look and see what mistake are you making? What are you doing? Are you not giving yourself time? Yes, it helps me to center myself and relax. See? And so, but if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you keep coming up with the same results, something you're doing is not right. Maybe sometimes, I can't tell you guys what to do. I can't tell you how to do it. When I am in counseling, if it's a believer, a lot of times what I say is, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, once you step back and assess yourself. How about you focus on yourself more than what you're focusing? I mean, more than you focus on a relationship, more than you focus. A lot of people try to be with someone and they're incomplete. They're incomplete. No one is your better half. No such thing. So that makes you a half a person. Those little heart things, you put them together as best friends or lover, whatever, if you're saying that this is your better half or you're the better part of me, what you're saying is that you're a half a person. You are not a complete person. And why would you want to be with an incomplete person? Because an incomplete person and another incomplete person is leaking, and is incomplete, is leaking, and is hurting. And you're putting two dramatic, painful situations together before they're even healed. How can I help you if I'm not grounded, if I'm not complete? And then incompleteness and open, when you're open and incomplete, and when you're open and wounded, and you have all these sores and dripping wounds and pus building up, what are you going to draw? You're going to draw an infection. You're going to draw somebody that's just as, and then you two are infecting each other. You guys are infecting each other. And so Yeah, all kind. Hey, just be real. All kinds of jacked up. Absolutely. So now you two done created not a hole, you created a hot mess. And neither one of you are really, most people are not ready to be in a relationship, be honest with you. And one of the things I hear over and over again is well, I'm getting older. Okay, maybe in your olderness, in your age comes some wisdom. Because after a while going through the same thing over and over again, you're like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I keep doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe it's me. Let me check me. You always check yourself. Remember, narcissists can't check themselves. They're never going to check themselves. You have that opportunity. It doesn't matter if you have depression, anxiety, whatever, but if you do not have narcissistic personality disorder, you have the capacity to look within. And a lot of times people don't want to connect with counselors, real counselors that will tell you about yourself, not the ones that are like, and how does that feel? Let's journal. Let's put that on paper. And they never give you an answer. You leave out incomplete. You leave out more confused than when you came in. You don't want those kind of counselors. You want to come in where you feel like something has been resolved. You got some answers, or they're causing you to look at yourself. And so when you're looking at yourself, and a lot of times people don't want strong leadership, they don't want strong mentorship, because a strong mentor, a strong leader is going to point you out. They're going to tell you about yourself, and you find out that you is ugly, you is hurt, you is broken, and you need to do some work. You is an ugly individual on the inside. Thank you. 3 minutes. Okay. But you is ugly. And sometimes we don't want to look at ourselves, but that's what makes you so unique as opposed to the narcissist. You have the capacity to look within yourself. And if this is what's in you, imagine what you're drawing to you. Because, hey, Miss Cynthia, but imagine what you're drawing to yourself. If you're incomplete and still wounded, guess what you're drawing to yourself? You're looking at the narcissist, and we do, at their behavior, at what they do and how much they wound us and everything. What was it that drew them to you? Now, not all, a lot of time people are very strong. You have a very strong individual, but you may have some brokenness in you, but they're strong. They're attracted to that strength. They're attracted to that, that motivation, that whatever. But what is it in there that pulls them to you? And a lot of you guys are broken. You're not ready for a relationship. And however, let me tell you, there's a book, I have not bought it yet, but it's worth the wait. It is worth the wait. Trying to figure out how I got here with 3 minutes left. Telsha was my timer. I was waiting for you to come on, trying to talk before you came on, but I was trying to hold on before you came on, but there's a book that's called "It's Worth the Wait." I haven't bought the book yet. I'm gonna purchase the book. But one thing that I can say is better to wait long than to marry wrong. Oh, that's good. Where did I see that at? I saw that somewhere. I saw that on Facebook. But it's better to wait long than to marry wrong. It's better to wait long and to connect wrong. Because look, most of you guys that have been in this situation, think about it for a minute. All of us had connected wrong. And all of us, I'm a survivor. I've told you guys that. And look what I'm talking about. You guys are survivors, and look what you're talking about. Now, sometimes it may not be the person that you connected with. You may have come from a family, a dysfunctional family, and you recognize you came out of a dysfunctional family. Well, if you put your finger closer to Carmen as you point, stronger persecution. You want me to point closer to the camera? There you go. But think about it. Some of you guys may not have been in those relationships, or maybe before you get into a relationship, you came out of narcissistic families and toxic families. Well, if you came out of narcissistic families or toxic families, you are still toxic. You have residue. You have not learned to have a normal relationship with anybody because and you see that a lot of you say, my family was jacked up. My family was horrible. What makes you think you're going to get into a normal relationship if you have not come to grips with, I need some work because I need to see things differently? Because if this is all you've known since childhood, a normal relationship is scary. A normal relationship will bring you anxiety. Do you know that there are some women, and I would say men, but I haven't heard men tell me this. Some women do not believe that they're in a good relationship unless the man, not good relationship. They don't believe the man loves them unless that man puts his hands on her. And if that man puts his hand on her, that's the only way that they perceive love is through pain. because that's all they've been through all their life. And this is something me and my mentor and I were talking about. Some women do not perceive love unless it's followed by pain. Well, where does that come from? That comes from being in a family that the only way you knew love was emotional pain or physical pain or rejection or abandonment. That's all you know. So what makes you think that you are prepared and ready to get into a relationship when you've already recognized the type of family you came out of? So if you've come out of that type of family, you know you're not ready to get into a relationship. So don't worry about your age, because there's some people that have gotten married in their 50s and 60s for the first time. And I believe one of my pastors, one of my mentors, friend, I think it is. I think she got married. My time's up. Okay, I'm gonna make my last statement. But one of my mentors, I don't know if she's a friend or a fellow minister. I think she got married either in her 60s or 70s. But if you see this lady looks young. She does not look like she in her 70s, and she was single all that time, well prepared. But her latter is gonna be greater than her former. 70 something years old. I think she's 70 something years old and got married for the first time. I think it's 70. But if you see the lady, she don't look no older than maybe like 50 something years old. She looked like just as young as us, but beautiful. But look how long she waited, got herself together, got a career together, even retired, bought a home, so a lot of you guys just wait long. Don't connect wrong. Wait long. Don't get married wrong. A lot of us have been through this type of stuff. I done did it at least twice, and the second time it was the worst that it could happen. Well, okay, more than twice, but the longest one was the longest and the worst one. And I finally figured out in my 50s that I think I done made a mistake, and let me just wait and get myself together. Let me figure me out first. There's some plans that I have, some goals that I have. You know what I mean? You were married twice, see? But there's some goals you should have. Women, men, there's some goals men, you should be ready to bring a queen into your kingdom. And then when you bring that queen into your kingdom, hold on, y'all. Hold on, I gotta get my chicken out. But men, when you bring a queen into your home, you should have a kingdom prepared for her to help you reign and rule. But she should be coming with something, not coming to take something from you. Most of you men are very intelligent men. Why are you going to get a simple woman? Why are you going to get an ignorant woman? She cannot, what's the word I'm looking for? She can't cultivate your mind. She can't, a woman can be beautiful and have a beautiful body and have great sex. Okay, give me 5 more minutes. But a woman can be beautiful. A woman can be attractive and have whatever, but as dumb as a rock. As dumb as a rock. And then you connect with the wrong thing and she can't even cultivate your dreams. She's an incubator. She can't cultivate your dreams. She can't undergird you. She can't, you know what I mean? She can't do anything a strong king needs a strong queen. When you see a strong woman, she 9 times out of 10 is married to a strong man, or a strong man is married to a strong woman, or, and women, why are you going to get someone that is less than you? They should be on the same level as you. And when I say same level or above or whatever, but that person should be able to, you're a flower. They should be able to cultivate you. Why would a man be jealous over a woman? Why are we competing? Women, why are we competing with each other? Because you have some gifts and you have some talents that we need in it. And women can be catty, y'all. Women can be very catty. And especially if you're accustomed to catty women or narcissistic women, women can be very catty. Why can't men can put together businesses and work businesses together? They can build businesses and they get mad, but they come back in and they work that business because they have but why do women have to be so emotional? We can't even come together. We should be cultivating each other. Why would I be jealous over your talents? Because just be real and Telsha for a minute. Telsha could be a woman that's in counseling just like me, but her gifting or her talent may be toward couples and children. My talent and gifting is toward trauma. But as she's progressing, she may be moving ahead of me, but because I've done something connected with her and helped her grow her business or whatever I've done, she'll get to a point where like, dang, I know I can't handle that, so I'm going to send you over to Dr. Carmen. Now, I may get somewhere and realize, hey, let me send you over to Telsha. Just Be Real may be what if Just Be Real is a catering company? And I know that you cook good food, and I decide, hey, you know what? Just Be Real has an excellent catering company. Hey, Telsha, the next time you do an event, make sure you contact Just Be Real. Or whenever I do my events, I'm gonna make sure I call. But why are we jealous? Because we succeed. A lot of times, when another person succeeds ahead of you, they may be opening doors on your behalf. Let's just say hypothetically, Telsha provide services or catering or whatever to Oprah Winfrey. Let's say that. Let's say Oprah Winfrey open, and I'm just using this as an example. Not this. I'm not saying they have, but let's say that Oprah Winfrey needs someone to cater, and she's like, "Hey, Just Be Real. I'm gonna let you know. I know this lady by the name of Just Be Real. She does an excellent job. You may want to look into that to cater your private party." And let's say Oprah Winfrey begins to talk about, some of her, problems or something like that, or maybe she opened up because Telsha is a sweetheart, and so she's talking to her a little bit, and then all of a sudden Telsha says, "You know what? I have somebody you can talk to. You just watch these videos, and this is someone that you may." But look how we just helped each other move around. And so what makes you think that we won't help each other move around? But you see, a lot of times when you come out of a narcissistic relationship, you come from narcissistic homes, your trust is, everything is mine. I got to keep it. I don't want to share it because I'm going to lose it. I'm not going to, everybody is evil. No one is there to help me because this is how we've been taught to think. We have been taught to think that way because of the fact of what we went through. And so everything for us we misperceive, conceive, we you blew me a kiss. But a lot of times, because of the fact that we have been so hurt and so wounded, the reason why we can't grow and move forward is because now we're afraid. And so in order to get that fear under control, I'm telling you guys have to get counseling. You really, really need to get counseling. You really need to get counseling. Get counseling. Get with a good, networking. Get with a good counselor so they can help you deal with the trauma. Because once you a lot of my clients, when they begin to understand the backgrounds they come from, who they've been connected, they begin to grow. They begin to grow and realize, hey, I'm not crazy. I'm not less than. I can make this work. All this time I've been doing this. Counseling. I'm telling you guys, get a counselor and make sure you get a good mentor. Get a good mentor. You see what I mean? Okay, I'm done. They're kicking me off, and so I wanted to make sure I put that out because really, a lot of times it's our experiences that hinders us. And yes, I understand we have to be more cautious, but that doesn't mean every narcissist you meet, you're going to date them. Because I promise you, I don't care if you've never been in a narcissistic relationship before, but I promise you this, you have come across narcissists all the time. You could be working with a narcissist, and some of them are some of the coolest, funniest people. Some of the narcissists that I know are the funniest people I've ever been around. I know who they are, they don't know who they are, and so I try to make sure I keep good boundaries. But even so, that don't mean I have to date them. That don't mean you have to date them. That doesn't mean you have to get into a personal relationship. You got to have good boundaries. You see what I mean? You got to have good boundaries. Set up good boundaries. But because of the fact that sometimes you're looking at, I wonder if that's my man. I wonder if that's my woman. You shouldn't be thinking like that. I wonder if that's my opportunity. I wonder if that's my time of growth. I need to do this. I need to get some education. Everything that I lost, I need to build it for myself because I know I can do it. You see what I mean? Woo, just fogged up my glasses. You see what I mean? And so, you see what I mean here? That lets you know I'm a looker, I'm a watcher. But I just wanted to say that this evening. I'm getting ready to get off, okay? I thank you so much. I'm in counseling, but she isn't very experienced about narcissism, and I love her, but she isn't. Well, now, Latanya, it's up to you. You can educate her, maybe send her to some of my videos. Send her to some of my videos. Let her start watching. Love you too. Love you back. But Latanya, you're welcome to send her to some of my videos because I am a licensed mental health counselor. I hold a doctor's degree in I don't recall what I hold a doctorate degree. I hold a doctor of education, and it's in counselor education and supervision. So the emphasis is counselor education and supervision. And so you are welcome to send her to my YouTube channel for her to get some knowledge on what you're dealing with. Hey, can you watch these videos and let her know, hey, she's a fellow therapist, but it's really up to you. First of all, you have to make a determination, or is this helping you? The therapist can be as sweet as they want to be, but I know for a fact that I'm not for everybody. So I can be as sweet as I want to be. But if you're not progressing, if you're not healing, if you're not moving forward, then it might be a time that you might want to go back and decide, hey, let me look for someone else. It's not you personally. It's just that where I have some needs and what I need help with, I need someone that's experienced in this area. Now, a lot of therapists will tell you, will teach me. You can always say, hey, go look at these videos. You can, you have Dr. Les Carter. He's also in the counseling field. Myself, well, depending on if you want a Christian point of view, you can go to Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and look for other therapists that Dr. Ross, a lot of people, so they can get their own understanding of narcissist abuse. Can narcissists change? No, they can't. It's a permanent personality disorder. It is a dysfunctional, abnormal personality development, so they don't change. Can they look within? They can, but they don't want to. Just like we look in and we don't like what we see, but they don't like what they see either. They will ruin your week for energy suckers. Yep. So, hey, you guys, I'm ready to go because I have to move my whole body from in front of this stove. So now you guys know my secret. Sometimes when you see this in the background, I'm sitting in the kitchen, but I got to move my whole body to pull out my food, okay? So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, subscribe. Thank you to all the new people that came, the first live that you guys have been to, those of you that have been here. Thank you so much for understanding my busy week. I haven't forgotten you. Don't worry. I'm still here. If you guys are ever concerned, you can always, inbox me. Or say something. Sometimes I return. If I have time, I return, but I'm not going anywhere. Until my time is up doing this and it's time for me to move to something else, I'll be right here with you guys. So a lot of times if you don't see me through the week, it's not because I forgot you guys. It's not because I'm not doing any more videos. You have to remember I'm also running a private practice. So I have like a whole, and then I'm coaching some of you guys. And so, so a lot of times I'm doing paperwork. I am my own biller. I am my administrator. I answer the telephones. I'm doing the write-ups. Whenever there's legal paperwork to be sent forward and Social Security paperwork and Department of Health and everything. So you guys remember, I have to balance this. And so, even though YouTube is not my first priority, my office and my clientele is. And so I don't want you guys thinking I'm forgetting about you. I am not. And I don't feel obligated to do it. I just feel that it's, because we're family. You guys do deserve, some type of stability, because you guys been, a lot of you guys have been hurt, been unstable. People have left, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Okay. So you guys just know I'm your BFF in your head. You know what? Thank you so much. Yeah, I take the whole check. Well, yeah, I take the whole check just so I can put it back into the business, so I'll make sure I make this happen. And then I'm a full-time mom, so I am a full-time mommy. So, a lot. And then a lot of times when I don't come on, I do, just like I tell you guys, don't forget your kids. You're going through this, but don't forget your kids. And so I'm still a full-time mother. There's me. I'm a full-time mother. And so, and because I'm a full-time mother, you have to remember, who's the troll, Renee? Because I'm a full-time mother, I do have responsibilities. And as much as I love you guys, the baby girl comes first. Good morning to you too. All right. Gotcha. No problem. Got him. Gotcha. No problem. So I got AI, AD. Okay, I got him. So, hey, you guys, thank you so much. I love you guys back. Hugs back to you. Hugs back to you. Oh, yeah, we got her. Him, her, something. Got it. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'm always honored. Thank you so much, because you could be anywhere. You guys can be anywhere doing anything. And really, thank you so much, Iman. I appreciate you for buying my book. Yeah, you guys make sure you check out Amazon. Make sure you check out Barnes & Noble. I do have a book. It's Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. No, it's not. That's my channel. My book is called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. Make sure you guys go in order. And you guys know I will be... Okay, hold on, man. I got to move my whole body. Give me just a minute. All righty. But in February, I will be joining Oasis. Good gracious. Go look at my make sure you guys look at my on my Facebook. I'm getting sleepy now. On my Facebook and on my community tab. And on there it'll give you all the information for the event that's coming up in February 14th through the 15th. And it is the Mending Souls Conference, and is with the Honorable Pastor and First Lady Frank and Doris Gayway. And so you guys go look, check it out. You know, if you guys are in the area, please, take the opportunity to go. Some of you guys know Real Talk Kim. She is the speaker for this event. And then they're going to have panels where you can ask questions, so make sure, and I think that's on Saturday. So make sure you guys, if you want to come, make sure you come. And I'm going to get with Miss Tiara, call her tomorrow so that I can give you more information on what's happening. I love you guys so much too. I really do. Thank you, Miss Dolly. Oh, I love me some Miss Dolly now. I love me some Miss Dolly. I'll be in North Carolina. And so I think that event will be taking place. Yes, that's my email address too, drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. And it's drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. Yeah, it's affordable. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. Some of you guys are really getting some great reviews. They'll work with your income. They'll give you a 10% discount. Counseling. I'm a counselor, so I advocate counseling all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Dolly. I love you. And so I'll be in North Carolina, and I should be in North Carolina in March. I believe it's March. Hey, Miss Asia, I'm getting ready to get off now. I know you belly full because y'all went to eat. But I am getting ready to go. Okay, you guys. Love you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. You guys go and have a great night. Some of you guys are already started in the morning. You guys make sure that you, what is the name of the book again? Is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. It's Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. I love you too, Miss Lizette. Thank you so. Oh, Scotland. Hey there, Mr. Tom. How are you doing, sir? Haven't seen you in a while. I know Brussels. Oh, I'm getting ready to eat now. Let me turn my oven off. I'm getting ready to eat now. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm truly honored. Go back and watch the replay and make sure you share. Make sure you share. Okay, share. I don't know your belly full. I'm getting ready to eat now. I'm getting ready to eat too. She said, Tasha says steak, so I made me a steak too. But love you guys. You guys have a great evening, okay? And you guys have a wonderful week. You guys go be great. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube. I'm not YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. I had to remember which TV is on. See you guys later.